Hello everyone, Sam here to make another MR video, or Mutant Rivalry for short, as today's video is going to be an epic mutant rivalry between the Guardian of Alabama, or aka Tim Burtonham, or aka Agent Lasher, versus the Guardian of Utah, or aka Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man. As this is truly going to be an epic rivalry between the concept of charity versus greed. Now this video is going to be fun, it's going to be interesting, I can't wait to show you the arguments that both these characters make, but first I have to warn you first, do not watch this video if you're under the age of 18, as this video may talk about supreme sensitive topics that may not be suitable for kids, alright? Let me repeat that again. Do not watch this video if you're under the age of 18, as this video may talk about supreme sensitive topics that may not be suitable for kids, alright? I'm just telling you right now. You have been warned. Now I can't wait to show you it, as this is truly going to be an epic mutant rivalry between the Guardian of Alabama, or aka Tim Burtonham, or aka Agent Lasher, versus the Guardian of Utah, or aka Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man. So I'm going to be transferring here in a bit, and ready for this? 3, 2, 1. As you can see right here, we have the Guardian of Alabama right here, or aka Tim Burtonham, or aka Agent Lasher, versus the Guardian of Utah, or aka Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man. And this is truly going to be an epic debate between charity versus greed. I can't wait to show you it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Now these two characters also represent other things as well, as I'm going to be going through them right now. So let's get through them. As in right here. As in, you have the Guardian of Alabama, or aka Tim Burtonham, or aka Agent Lasher, who believes in charity. As he says right here, we should donate to charity and be more charitable in life in order to help those in need, to help reduce suffering and make the world a better place. As in, we should try to be more kind, be more charitable with people around us, to help make their lives better, not for your interest, but the interest of others. Meanwhile, at the same time, you have the Guardian of Utah, or aka Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man, who believes in greed, as he says right here. We should not give our money to anyone and be more greedy in life in order to help drive economic growth and innovation and help individuals be able to live a life of liberty and prosperity. As in, we should not give our money to anyone. Instead, we should keep our money for ourselves in order to help make sure our lives are better and not just the lives of others. Now, next is right here. You have the Guardian of Alabama, or aka Tim Burtonham, or aka Agent Lasher, who believes in nationalization. As he says right here, we need to nationalize all industries to have more collective ownership to those industries, to help reduce monopoly power over the economy. As in, if we nationalize all industries, it can try to help prevent monopolies from forming, as this would allow governments to be able to have more power over the economy and make sure the economy doesn't become a monopoly. Meanwhile, at the same time, you have the Guardian of Utah, or aka Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man, who believes in privatization. As he says right here, we need to privatize all industries and allow private individuals to have more ownership over their property, to help reduce political interference and to help companies innovate. As in with a privatized system, companies would be able to innovate and be able to push our economy forward without any form of government interference, without any sort of political interference as well. That way companies can innovate and also help drive our economy forward. Meanwhile, at the same time, you have the Guardian of Alabama, or aka Tim Burtonham, or aka Agent Lasher, who believes in idealism. As he says right here, we should strive for a path of idealism and be more idealistic and pursue a life of ideas and equality and reject things like greed and material objects to help build a society of fairness. As in, instead of living a life of materialism and just buying things that make us happy, we should try to strive for a more idealistic world, and try to make a world a world built on fairness and equality. Meanwhile, at the same time, you have the Guardian of Utah, or aka Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man, who believes in materialism. As he says right here, we should strive for a path of materialism and be more materialistic and pursue a life of self-interest in material objects and reject things like idealism, equality, to help embrace our human instincts and build a society of self-interest. As he believes that we should reject things like idealism, as it goes against human nature, that human beings are naturally selfish animals, that we should do our things that make our lives better, not the lives of others. So let me guys know in the comment section below, What side are you on? Are you on the side of charity? Are you more charitable? Or are you more greedy and want to keep all your money? Are you guys for nationalization? Should we have more collective ownership over businesses? Or do you think we should not? Or do you think private individuals should have more ownership over their own business? Do you think we should strive for a path of idealism and try to create a society of fairness? Or do you think we should embrace our natural human instincts and understand that human beings are naturally selfish animals? So let me guys know in the comment section below what you guys personally think. What side would you be on? Now next I'm going to transfer again as I'm going to go into the two philosophies of Paul J. Smith and also Tim Burnham. So I'm going to be transferring in. I'm going to be transferring here in a bit, and I'm going to be transferring in. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Now, what is this? This is the philosophy of Tim Burnham, the philosophy known as I am satisfied with having less philosophy. This is the official philosophy of Tim Burnham, or aka the Guardian of Alabama, or aka Agent Lasher. As it says right here, I'm satisfied with having less philosophy is a philosophy that believes and preaches that you are satisfied with having less and are not too eager to have more in life, as you are very thankful for what you got, and that every man or woman should be grateful for what they got. Now here are 3 great examples of this philosophy. This may include always being thankful for what you got and not too focus on attaining any more money or wealth, or money or wealth, and are happy where you are and are happy where you are and you're happy where you are at in life. Second example, this may also include always being grateful towards everyone that you see or meet, and are always willing to lend a help and are willing to lend a hand to help others for the interest of others and not just the interest for yourselves. And then the third and final example, this may also finally include always being helpful towards the society that you live in, and always trying to help and always trying to make things more fair and equal for everyone and not just for yourselves. So this is really a philosophy that asks a very deep philosophical question of, should we just be satisfied where we're at? Should we just be thankful for what we got? And should we be grateful for what you got? Let me guys know in the comment section below what you guys personally think. Now next I'm going to be talking about the next philosophy of Paul J. Smith, that being the more is better than one philosophy. In 3, 2, 1. As you can see right here, this is the official philosophy of Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man. As his philosophy is, the more is better than one philosophy. Now, what is this philosophy? Well, I'm going to tell you it right now. The more is better than one philosophy is a philosophy that believes and preaches that wanting and attaining more in life is the most important thing that any man or woman should strive for. Now, here are 3 great examples of this philosophy. This may include wanting and attaining more money and wealth in order to live a life of luxury and comfort. Second example, this may also include wanting and attaining more fame and attention in order to get one's own self to become a household name, as a household name, as a way of keeping one's legacy alive for generations. And then third and final example, this may also finally include wanting and attaining more influence in the world in order to have more power and control over the world. Now that's what the more is better than one philosophy is. Now next I'm going to transfer again as I'm going to be telling you what these 2 characters represent, and I'm going to be transferring in. Ready for this? And 3, 2, 1. Now, what is this rivalry all about? What is the rivalry between the Guardian of Alabama, or aka Tim Burnham, versus the Guardian of Utah, or aka Paul J. Smith? What is this rivalry all about? Well, as you can tell, this is a rivalry between the idea of charity versus greed, but both these characters representing more than just your typical characters. As you got Tim Burnham, who represents the traditional working class man, someone who's always looking out for others, someone who's always doing what we can to fight for the working class, make sure everything is fair and equal. As he says right here, let's take on big business and fight for the little man. As he's there to fight for the little man, as he's willing to fight for the little man, fight back against big greedy corporations and everything. Meanwhile, at the same time, you have the Guardian of Utah, who represents the top 1%. You know, the rich man who has everything, who has all the money, all the fame, all the glory, including all the women as well. As he says right here, if your town is suffering from drought, pray to the rain man to give you rain. As these 2 characters are in fact big time rivals, but both of them are in fact big time rivals who are willing to do everything. Both of them are really well known big time rivals who are well known for doing what who are well known for their ideas and trying to have an influence on society. The difference is Tim Burton wants to make a society of fairness. This one wants to make a society where everyone is materialistic and also embraces our natural human instincts. So let me guys know in the comment section below which characters would you guys be on? Are you on the side of Tim Burton or are you on the side of Paul J. Smith? Let me guys know in the comment section below. Now, even though these two characters do not like each other and they can't stand to be near each other, they both have something very similar, is that both of them are in fact two very powerful characters who have massive influences over society. The only difference is one wants society to be more charitable and wants society to be more wants to create a society of equality. Meanwhile, this one wants to create a society of self-interest and life of prosperity for the individual. So let me guys know in the comment section below, what side would you be on? Are you guys all for yourself, or are you guys all for others? Let me guys know in the comment section below, what side would you be on? Tim Burton, the working class, or Paul J. Smith, or the top 1%? Let me guys know in the comment section below what you guys personally think about these characters' philosophies and their arguments and everything. I'm going to be transferring again in 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like and share, comment, subscribe to my video. Don't forget to follow my Twitter account at oddcinema899. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos and all. And also, let me guys know in the comment section below what you guys personally think about this. Are you guys on the side of charity, or are you guys on the side of greed? Are you guys someone who's for the interest of others, or are you guys all for the interest for yourself? Are you guys someone who is charitable? Do you give your money to people to help others, or do you keep your money to yourself to help yourself? Are you someone who wants to nationalize all industries to have more collective ownership over those industries, or do you want to only have ownership of yourself and not let everyone else have ownership of your private property? Do you strive for a path of idealism, equality, or a path of materialism and self-interest? So let me guys in the comment section below what you guys personally think and everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful and very blessed day. And as I've been saying, may God bless. May God bless.